A very good day to you. Welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube, a production by Nairobi Review. As we usually say, if you have an event and you have content that you'd like to be created, just talk to us. Nairobi Review is a company that does that, including live streaming for events and any other corporate event that you might have. My name is Gerald Kabira. I'm here with Herman Manyora for our usual political conversations. How are you today?
Fine.
I was just listening to a recording you were having about Let's Talk Love, about love for country, love for families, and I was just thinking about Meru. That's our conversation for today. She's being castigated, Kawira Mwangaza, for her love for her husband. Is that reason enough for her to be impeached? Because that's one of the reasons.
We need family values. We need people who respect family. People have always said that women in leadership are prostitutes, they are divorcees, they are prostitutes. So if we have one who is demonstrating her love for her husband, why can't we celebrate this girl? Let's just celebrate her, please. I'm asking Meru people, especially Meru MCS, allow us to celebrate this lady. I even don't know her. But if a woman in such a high leadership position, anashika mzee hivi,
kuja,
anakana mzee hivi bwana, we should celebrate her. Like, why are we bashing her? I don't know the details. But I can also say for a fact, surely, whatever they have, will it even stand Senate? Somebody must work for you to know she has made mistakes. This one has not even started working. They were accusing her even before she could put her cabinet in place.
68 out of 69, they want her out. They want her out.
There is not as simple as they think. I'm sorry to tell them that. Munaribu wakati yenyu, serve your people. You will not remove this lady. The first thing that Senate will ask is this. You started on day one. What possible wrongdoing could she have committed before she even became governor? You started hitting her even before she was sworn in. And when she's sworn in, even before she selects her cabinet, they call them CCs.
CCs.
Before that, even before she brings them to your for vetting. Si mngengoja hata alete hiyo kwa vetting mchape. Ama mngoja ka budget yake ya kwanza mchape. So, what is it you are after? I mean, you just hate her because she loves her husband.
According to Mwangaza, the governor,
I don't even want to read the reason because they can't have.
She's saying that all they want is handouts. You live in this country, we live together here.
Yes.
Is this what is happening in other counties where governors have to give handouts and pay MCAs for things to work?
I know for a fact MCAs can be very stubborn. We created a bunch of people and we let them loose on governors. It's a fact. You say, I live in this country. We know if you are a governor, your biggest headache, it was best demonstrated in Makueni. When Kibuta Kibwana told them, jamani, kama ni hivyo, wacha sote twende nyumbani. The law allows that we dissolve this county. And he invited the president to dissolve the county. Because I'm not going to listen to what you are saying.
Everyone go home.
So Uhuru, under the law, is to establish a tribunal to look into it. The tribunal looked into it and agreed with the governor this county has to be dissolved. But again, the law allows the president to disregard and save the county. So Uhuru only saved them. That shows you, we did not think clearly about the MCS.
On Lucy Warriors Network.
One of the challenges being loneliness, and it's not your fault as a son or a daughter. It's not also your fault. It comes a time when you are left alone, especially for the single mothers or single fathers. Your kids have gone out to their lives. Even if you send me money and I'm still lonely, there's a difference between being lonely and alone. You may not even be alone, but you're lonely.
Conversations on the aged aging with solutions to their challenges for their welfare gain.
The government must provide age-related services. For example, why should an old person of 80 years share a ward bed with a 20-year-old boy or a 80-year-old lady with a 20-year-old lady sharing a bed, leave alone a ward
In the hospital.
in the hospital? So we are saying from now onwards, the government and the county governments must provide what you call geriatric wards. If you go to a hospital, it is a hospital for old ladies only, old men only.
It's becoming difficult for an old person to live in this city. You will not live in this city if you are beyond 60. Because everywhere you go, everybody's young. You are the only one. And you enter Matatu, the music's loud, nobody respects you. You feel you don't belong here. You, like me, I'm active on Twitter. They think you are supporting Raila, and then they tell you funny things on Twitter.
Raw and uncensored.
We need to be candid about this. We need to discuss, because actually aging starts from the day you were born. You may think you are young, but you're still aging. Aging. Yes, you are aging.
I never thought of it that way. So everyone is aging, but
everyone is aging. We will be discussing about everything. So this is not about just the older people to listen or the aging people, because I said aging, everyone is aging.
Since you're born,
you need to know what would happen to you, what happens as you continue aging, because you don't know. You are 20 now or 30. You don't know what happens when you become 30, when you become 50, when you get married, when you have grandkids. What happens?
Make sure you subscribe to Lucy Moria's network for engaging conversations.
How do you oversight a governor with perhaps limited resources and the tools and the training? So we need to recalibrate. And I was talking to some senators. I told them, why can't you give me a consultancy? I was looking for some little money. So you don't beg. You ask, you look for a job, and you can create a job. I was telling these senators, why don't you give me a job just to think for you? Just to think. It happens in other countries. You can be given a consultant just to think about something. Here is a problem. Think for us. Give us a way out. We need to rethink oversight of our counties and create a synergy or some working relationship in that oversight between the MCAs and the Senate.
Okay.
How does the senator of Vihiga, where I come from, oversight the governor together with the MCAs? How does the senator come in when the MCAs in their oversight role are overstepping the bound? How can he come in with better resources, better training, better insights to help the MCA see that they are crossing the boundary of oversight?
Someone needs to think about that.
Somebody needs to think. If they pay me to think for them, I'll tell them, okay, this is what oversight should mean for MCS. This is what oversight should mean for the senator. And this is how the senator and the MCS can work together. And this is how Senate as an institution can work with the devolved units. That way, we will knock sense into this business. For now,
does that mean there's no oversight?
For now, MCS just spring from nowhere to where MCS. We want to go for benchmarking. Ebu jaribu ukatai, and within 3 months, utakuwa umeenda. I have seen it with my own eyes and heard it with my ears.
Does that mean
they demand to be given development money? So the governor says, fine. In each ward, I'm going to set aside 25 million for roads, small roads and bridges. Now, he's asked, you must go further. The contractors in sisi tutachagua. So an MCA anatengeza ka kampuni yake ya construction. Ama anatafuta mtu wako na kampuni ya construction. Then ndio wanawin hizo. So 25 million hiyo yote inakuja kwa MCA.
You know, Kenyans ask
they are called MCA projects.
People ask themselves, how come they have a lot of money?
So if you don't do that, na that's why ka MCA kanachaguliwa tu kakiwa mtu orodha, some funny looking guy. Within 2 years, smart kidogo katami kametokea, anakagari anaendesha
2 houses.
Yeah, house, another 3, 4. You know, that's where we need to rethink. And I hope senators are listening.
Do you think there is
and the government is listening, and the people of Kenya are listening? We need to rethink the meaning of oversight.
Is there oversight
Otherwise,
now?
the shenanigans you are witnessing in Meru will continue. Otherwise, how do you explain the fact that of all the impeachments, just one or so light of day, the rest were rubbished by Senate?
Sonkos.
They were all, and even those where governors were impeached, kuna mkono ya serikali hapo ndani.
But tell me about Kawira Mwangaza.
Yes.
Some say she's parading her husband. Yes.
But what's wrong with
Nepotism. And she gave him a job, youth patron in Meru. That too.
Does it have a salary?
That's the big question. We don't know.
He doesn't have a salary. In fact, what Kawera Mwangaza is doing is what the president of Kenya is supposed to be doing and other governors are supposed to be doing.
Right.
And what people like Raila Odinga, which have been bashing the Raila Odingas, yeah, you don't give your children jobs. You put them in philanthropy. You know, service to community. Prince Charles, before he became king the other day, was in philanthropy. You know, mission to help mankind. So if Kawera, which is called Kawera
Mwangaza,
if the husband is going to help young people as their patron, a cultural ambassador for the county,
but
that is a direction counties should be taking. This woman, I'm going to look for her and shake her hand.
But some would say, of course, it will be funded by the county.
I was unable to shake Ruto's hand. I hope I will not be unable to shake this one.
You think she's doing a good job? She shouldn't.
I don't understand the details because I've said, for one, there can be no details.
Too soon.
I began to hear about this impeachment before she had had time to do anything, to start working. And they were talking of impeachment. So it's that they don't like her. They don't like her. I know she's a little forceful. I've seen a video. She's a little forceful, and people don't like forceful people,
personality.
Especially if they are women of personality, which again is wrong. But from my reading, wanachukia huyu mama anatembea na bwana yake namna gani. We want to encourage women governors. I want to encourage Anne Waiguru to work with Waiganjo everywhere. I saw them in Mombasa. I said, that's good. We want women governors, women members of parliament, do you have a women senator this time?
Yeah, obvious.
Do you have a woman senator?
Can't remember.
I think we have one or something. In short, we want our women governors and women leaders, women cabinet secretaries, to work with their husband, to remove this wrong thinking that has been peddled around for too long, that women in leadership are prostitutes and divorcees and all manner of things, and lose morals. So when you work with your husband like Kawera Mwangaza, you are disapproving that thought, because we want to encourage our young girls to know that they can be anything in this country. They can become president. They can become leaders.
Is that what?
And therefore, if you remove that idea that you can only be a woman leader by being a prostitute, that's good for our girls. They should know that the decent people can rise to become governors, like Kawera Mwangaza.
Is that what we're seeing with Ruto, with Charlene? We don't know if she has a job, but we're seeing her working, representing the country.
That's why I'm not commented, because if Charlene is just doing mambo of environment and what, that's the way to go. But if I hear she has been made things,
if you hear,
I'll speak up as I've spoken up against any of these people. Because we look up to you as our president to give us some hope that this country is not lost.
Before you're given that job to look at the oversight of governors, what do you think should be done now for MCAs who come up, and even if they're not given money, they're not given handouts, and probably they have certain hate for their governors? What should be done to avoid this theatrics?
It's not easy. Only Senate can save such a governors. But by the time you get to Senate, let me tell you, the torture a governor would have gone through, by the time they are saved by Senate, is not worth it. The damage will have been caused already. Some people with weak systems will even have collapsed and been hospitalized many times without people knowing.
Pressure.
You cannot go through an impeachment. By the time it reaches Senate, if you have high blood pressure, sugar problems, you will have been hospitalized several times. Let's not take governors through that. But that's not to say governors are very good people. Most governors are not doing a good job.
Yeah.
They should be oversighted and sent home. I want governors to go home, the way it happened in Nigeria. As an example to those who will become governors, that this is not an eating place. You have come to work for the people of Kenya and for your country.
But there should be reason.
But it must be done within understandable structures and limits. A governor can't just be elected today and you're talking of sending her home because she's working with her husband. Work with your wife if you're an MCA. Kwanza hao MCA hatawezi kuona mabibi zao. I encourage the Meru MCAs
to go
henceforth to be working with their wives so that they can understand what Kawera Mwangaza is doing with her husband. Tembea na bibi yako anakusindikisha mpaka unaingia kwa chamber. kudebate ndio anarudi nyumbani. Tena anakuja kukupick from the chamber.
Na kona lunch.
Don't leave the chamber to go to drink, then you fault the governor for working with her husband.
We'll have to wait and see what will happen in Meru for Kawira Mwangaza until we do talk again. These are conversations actually that happen on Let's Talk Love. Go visit that channel. It's an amazing platform for communication about how we can build this country, how we can build our families together. Till we do talk again, have yourself a lovely rest of your day.